What's going on, y'all? Attorney Tom here. It's that time of the week again where we react to the best subreddit on the internet, r/Attorney Tom. The top meme of the week gets live tweeted. I'm going to tweet it out even if it makes fun of me, which it usually does. Let's jump right into it.
Leave hypotheticals in the subreddit, guys, and I'll give an answer. Usually it's a depends.
Reasonable use of force. A burglar broke into our house last night. I didn't shoot him. I just put the red laser dot on his forehead. Our 3 cats did the rest. This is almost certainly reasonable. I think if a burglar breaks into your house, assuming you are an objective and subjective threat of imminent grievous bodily harm, which I think you can very well make the case for, if somebody breaks into your house, you can use deadly force. And, you know, turning your cats on them, it's first of all, it's totally deadly force, so it's probably reasonable. For the billboard truck, Tom wearing a normal sized cowboy hat. You know, I actually don't own a cowboy hat. I literally just wanted to go to my closet and put on a cowboy hat so that y'all can see that I'm just 6'1", just absolutely jacked, pure muscle. But I don't own a cowboy hat. And, you know, I also don't own boots, which sounds kind of sacrilegious from a born and raised Texan. I have an eye patch and a blimp. Attorney Tom. A TSA agent went through their luggage and caused the remains of the deceased mother to scatter throughout the suitcase. Is this person entitled to any sort of compensation for damages? Why is the TSA not held responsible for damage they caused under similar circumstances? Obviously, the first thing that comes to mind is negligence, assuming that they didn't do this on purpose. So then it's, would a TSA agent in the same or similar circumstance have done this? The answer is probably not. But was it foreseeable? Like, you know, if you opened up 1,000 pieces of luggage a day, you know, how do you know it's ashes? What if it looks like drugs? And then we get into the issue of damages. You know, let's just say that there is some cause of action that we can bring. What is that worth? You're not physically damaged. It's mental trauma. Mental trauma is very real, but how do you prove it and how do you quantify it? Maybe.
Screw the bar. Who wants to be an attorney?
Oh, sorry. Here.
Congrats. You're so lame.
That's pretty good. Oh man, I remember getting my bar results. Oh my gosh. It's incredibly nerve-wracking. Guys, I think Tom actually thinks he's tall. Why else would he buy shirts that are 10 sizes too big? Joke's on you. I have never bought a single piece of clothing in my life, excluding my suits. I have about 10 suits, which actually I never wear because, you know, COVID. Every piece of clothing that I wear has been given to me.
Look at the rules, the official rules for this Billie Eilish Adobe Max contest. As you can see, if you apply for this contest, Billie Eilish and Adobe Max will literally have in perpetuity, which means forever, the rights to your artwork. It says, each entrant hereby grants sponsor Billie Eilish and their affiliated companies and designed agents a non-exclusive, transferable, perpetual, irrevocable, royalty-free, unconditional, fully paid license and right to post and make, have made, use, copy, reproduce, modify, blah, 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 blah. This says that if you enter the contest, especially if you don't win, they literally own your artwork and can make money off of it. This is super f***ed up. Billie Eilish, I like you and everything.
Yeah, so, I mean, it probably will hold up, right? I mean, that's the terms of entering into the contest. I mean, you could make an argument that there was no consideration, but, I mean, the consideration is probably your chance to win the contest. And as a business owner, as Billie Eilish or the studio, they're going to put that language in there just to protect their butt. CYA. Yeah, it's super f***ed up if they actually use that stuff, but they don't want to be excluded or open to liability if they do. If someone eats this in the year 2222 thinking it's not expired, can they sue for their death? July 2222. Ooh.
Officer, right there.
Wow. As always, before we discuss the legal hypothetical, let's talk about the practical. The first question is this brand going to be around in 22? Is this company going to exist? Probably not. There's your first answer. Even though it technically says July 22, if we were getting, an actual legal case about this, what would a reasonably prudent person do in the same or similar circumstance? I don't know what a 200-year-old bottle of ranch looks like. I'd imagine it's maybe moldy. Just some thoughts. Small Bird states that he suffered emotional distress when he was told not to destroy the furniture. Would you take this case? No, I don't represent government drones. Young man injured by fish almost drowns while unconscious. Is this kind of injury foreseeable, and is he entitled to compensation? Oh.
Told me the world is gonna roll.
Wow. Was that hit that hard? I mean, damn. Fake video. People are saying it's fake.
Paul! I'm just kidding.
All right, well, let's assume it's real. So in the legal hypothetical, I'm assuming there's a death. So it's a wrongful death case. Somebody calls my office and they go, okay, my son, my husband, whoever this is, died. Wrongful death because a fish knocked him out and he drowned. So then we have to determine whether or not we want to take this case. Okay, so it's not an issue of damages. It's an issue of liability, because you can only recover damages if you can prove that the other party was liable. What kind of fish are these? Do they have a propensity to attack people? And if they do, why were they on display where people could easily access their fish tank? What was this guy doing there? Was he a worker? Was he a patron? Or did he pay to be there? Or was he allowed to be there? Right? These are all things that you need to explore in determining whether or not you can take the case. So the answer is, as always, you guessed it, it depends.
I'm just kidding.
Absolutely disgusted with the service I received from the service advisor, Tracy. I came in for an oil change, and without saying a word, she kicked my 2-year-old across the room. Horrible service. Yeah, I would say, don't do that. Orange Cat's always guilty, right, Tom? Honestly, he's probably guilty. Well, first of all, yeah, this cat is probably guilty. And I never said orange cats are guilty. I just said orange cats are slower. It's science. They're just not all there. No! When I see kids running in a restaurant, Anakin Skywalker, oh my God. No comment. Oil pipeline broke and is spraying oil in the Amazon rainforest in Ecuador. It's flowing down into the river that supplies indigenous people with drinking water downstream. Damn, that's really sad. Okay, so from the legal aspect, we have to reverse engineer, okay? We need to figure out whose pipeline it is, who created the pipeline, right? Who built it, who engineered it, who's responsible for maintaining it. And we need to go from there. Are they domiciled in the United States? Is it a United States corporation? If so, you might be able to sue back in the United States, right? Who are the affected people? What are the damages? Obviously, there are tons of damages, but you still need to represent, the people who are affected. It's going to depend on what the legal remedy is, right? What country can you bring it in? Who are your plaintiffs? We got to do some more digging. Ski lift breaks. Save us, Attorney Tom. Oh, dude, these are bad. Already, absolutely, I would take these cases, assuming you have damages, right? They have to be hurt. But yes, clearly malfunction on the ski lift. Why isn't the ski lift shut off if it's running backwards? It's shameful that stuff like this happened. Honestly, before we continue, let's first realize how smooth this one guy was. I mean, he turned around and just glided off. See, like, would he have a case? No, he wouldn't, because he wasn't injured. My name, I'm not going to say it because y'all are going to clip it, fully endorse the following. Again, I'm not going to say it because you guys are going to clip this. You knew this was a possibility. Let me see if you have to tweet it. Man, such a lovely day to test out my drone. Oh, bro, what? I mean, that looks pretty realistic. That kind of seems like a natural reaction a bear would have. Fake? Ugh, everything's fake. What if I want to believe? I want to believe it's real. I object to the mailman. Yep, I have to disagree with this dog. I like the mailman. Mail's important, but I understand where he's coming from based on his background. Let's figure out what I'm gonna tweet. Closing the poll. Let's see what the final numbers are. Big Hat, 38%. Damn, that was probably the most exciting poll we've ever had. As you can see here, it says Tom wearing a normal sized cowboy hat, r/return Tom meme of the week. Thanks, subreddit.
And it's gone.
It is live. It is in the ethos forever. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching.
He's a catastrophic injury attorney who accidentally became a YouTuber. Attorney Tom.